territory in North America. But after the war, they lose much of it to Britain. And the king becomes worried that if the British colonies expand into this land, it could start a new war with the native population.
The colonists always wanted to push west. The King of England put a proclamation line saying that you can't push further west than this line. A lot of colonists, they were seeing this as impeding their westward conquest.
Britain also has massive debts after the war with France. The government decides the American colonies should pay more tax.
Members of Parliament think colonists should bear a little bit of the cost of this war that they've won together. Colonists don't agree. So there's sort of a slow growth of frustration in the colonies over the idea that men back in Britain should be able to rule them.
The hotspot for this growing anger is the city of Boston, the capital of the Massachusetts colony.
Massachusetts is just a place full of independent thinkers at this time, and those independent thinkers, as the independent thinkers of today, want nothing less than someone telling them what to do.
4 events in Boston caused the situation to spiral. In 1765, colonists in Boston riot against British taxes. Then, in 1770, a group of redcoat British soldiers shoot into a mob of civilians. They kill 5 people. It becomes known as the Boston Massacre. 3 years later, a group of men board a British ship at Boston Harbour and dump 300 chests of tea overboard. It's a protest against British taxes and control over trade, and becomes known as the Boston Tea Party. The British Parliament declares Massachusetts in rebellion. Then, in 1775, it all comes to a head. Just outside Boston, 700 British soldiers are confronted by a group of armed civilians. Shooting erupts. 8 colonists are killed. The colonies form an army led by the man who'd become the face of the dollar bill, George Washington. They are officially at war with Britain.
The Revolution is a war before it is an independence movement. And so colonists are involved in a military conflict against their own government. And yet most of them do not think independence is the solution.
That is until January 1776, when this man, Thomas Paine, writes a pamphlet calling for independence from Britain and its king. He calls it Common Sense. It's an instant hit, and its message goes the 18th century version of viral.
Thomas Paine says, what kind of sense does it make for a small island to rule a continent?
With public opinion turning in favour of independence, representatives of the 13 colonies meet in Philadelphia.